All right. So if you're to this point in my course, you should already have a really good idea of exactly who you're working with, what your offer is, the value that you're going to give them, the conversation that you're going to have, your unique selling point. And the next question that you have is, okay, great. Now that I just spent all this time building this stuff, how do I actually get customers? And that, my friend, is where your funnel comes in. I want you to think about your sales funnel as the systems or the technical process that you put people through to go from, I don't know who this person is, to I'm a customer. And so, if you recall during our last conversation where we talked about the lead magnet workflow, your sales funnel from a 30,000 foot perspective kind of looks like this over here on the left. We're using content to attract our audience. Then we're pushing that audience to either a lead magnet and or our community, where ultimately they're going to be sent into Facebook Messenger or a VSL, which we'll get to. That's going to push them to a sales call, and then ultimately that person hopefully will become a client. And so we talked about how your lead magnet is going to open the opportunity for you to have a conversation with this person, either your VSL or a sales call. Okay. So there are really two pathways that you can take when it comes to setting up a sales funnel. There's one option which I call a short form funnel. It's really a less technical option that doesn't require a ton of work as far as your abilities or skill set in building web pages and landing and copywriting, going through all that process. Okay. It's easy, it's simple, it works, it's effective, especially if you use a platform like Instagram. Option two is what we call the traditional website funnel, which uses a video sales letter or a VSL, which is a much more time efficient and scalable option for long term growth. Okay. So, what does that mean? Well, basically, what that means is if I'm brand new to online coaching and I'm not really sure how to build a funnel and build my websites and go through that process of learning how to write copy and understanding that entire system, how to edit videos and really build something professional, then the short form funnel is a really easy way for me to get started on attracting and getting revenue in my business right away. Right? But this is a more manual type of process that's going to require that I have more direct conversations with every lead, and it can be much more time consuming if you go that route. Versus when you start to scale and you get closer to the 50, 60, $100,000 marks with your revenue and the number of leads that it takes to get that, doing a short form funnel just really isn't as efficient. And so what you do is you kind of shift over to this traditional format where we use ads or content to push them to your lead magnet. But instead of opening that conversation and trying to do the appointment setting right away, we actually go through the process of putting them onto a VSL. And the idea behind the VSL is it's going to do most of the selling for you. And then if they like what they hear, they'll schedule a call there. Okay. So let's go over kind of what the short form funnel looks like, right? So the idea behind the short form funnel, and you guys have probably seen it, is it relies upon a Facebook or IG Messenger automation tool called ManyChat. You don't have to use it, but in order for this to be efficient, it's really a kind of a mandatory thing. ManyChat's cheap. It's $20 a month. It's not like it's going to break the bank, but I'm sure you've probably seen, especially on Instagram, where a coach would say something like, comment the word gains if you want access to my free resource, right? Like that's what this tool does is it looks for those comments, it looks for those messages in your inbox, and then that trigger word will start an automated chatbot designed to send your prospect through the process. Right. So typically what it would do is it would like confirm their opt-in, collect their contact information, and then deliver that lead magnet as promised. Right. Then the idea would be to follow up with them within a couple, hours or 12, 2 to 24 hours, depending upon the preference, to start that appointment setting conversation. Right. So if you go back, you remember during the lead magnet conversation, basically what I told you was your lead magnet needs to be a problem revealing, pre qualifying resource that if somebody downloads this from you, they're raising their hand and saying, yes, I am your ideal client. yes, I need help with this thing that you do, right? That's the idea behind this. So again, we'll use the example that I used during the lead magnet conversation, the, busy nurse's guide to getting in shape with no equipment, right? When she raises her hand and opts in, she's now pre-qualified herself as somebody in my ideal audience. So what I can do is, hey, here's this free resource as a Trojan horse. Here you go. And then after she raises her hand and gets that value from me, it's now opened the door for me to start a conversation. And it could be something as simple as, hey, I'm Josh. I hope you got value from the free resource I gave you yesterday. I'm curious, what's your biggest struggle with staying in shape as a busy nurse? Boom. Now, this has given me the opportunity to go into an appointment setting conversation, which we'll get to pre-qualify, to build rapport, and eventually schedule an appointment with that prospect. That simple, right? So short form funnel, all it is it's an automated process that allows us to simply push people through messenger automations so that we can open these conversations with people efficiently at scale. Now, eventually what will happen is you can do this organically and get great results, right? Like doing posts on your feed and doing things like that on social media. But eventually what you can do is also run messenger ads on Facebook, on Instagram, that go in front of your audience or your ideal audience. So now I have this thing basically on autopilot and it works really well. Okay. So let's say, as an example, I have an IG reel that says, hey, I'm looking for 10 more dads who are looking to get in shape. Here's what I offer. Click the link below or comment the word gains if you want to sign up. Obviously, there's more nuance to that, but we'll make it simple. Then when they click the ad, it opens that messenger conversation. It'll say, hey, Dave, thank you so much for your interest in my blah, 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 blah. Enter your email below to get started. Boom. Now you've opened that conversation. You've got their contact info. So now you can send them emails and follow up. And we go through the process of setting them on an appointment. This is very simple. It works. It's effective. And it's a low cost, low barrier way of immediately starting to get clients, as long as you've got your offer and your audience and your messaging in alignment with where it should be, which, if you follow this course, you should. So again, the idea is very simple. If you can see on the screen here, what's going to happen is that person's going to comment or on a post or on a reel, or they're going to send you a message with a specific keyword. Okay. And the automation is really simple. Hey, thanks for your interest in blah, 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 blah. If you want to get started, press send it below. Boom. Okay. What's a good email? They send the email. Awesome. Here's the resource I gave you. And then in this case, it waits a couple minutes and it says, hey, are you already a part of my Facebook group? So I immediately try to send them into the Facebook community. If they're not, then here's the link. If they're already a member of the group, then I immediately go in and say, hey, I've got a couple slots for coaching. Here's what we offer. Is that something you'd be interested in learning a little bit more about? So I'm really directing my approach with the way I do it. You don't have to do it that way. Instead of, hey, I've got a few more slots for coaching, you could say, hey, curious what's bringing you to the place where you feel like you need help with XYZ. Or, hey, what's your biggest struggle with trying to accomplish XYZ? You want to make sure that when you open this conversation and you transition it to a setting conversation, it's about them and making them feel heard and understood and doing it in a way that's non-intrusive. So this is a short form funnel. It's very simple. Once you open that conversation, eventually the goal is to get them onto a sales call, which we'll get to. All right. Now, option 2 is what we call the traditional website funnel. In the context of websites and web pages, a funnel is a structured sequence designed to guide visitors step by step by taking specific actions. So, landing page, where I take their email, sales page or VSL page, which is where they're going to actually watch the sales video that I have for them. And then I might have an application that they can fill out or where they can schedule a call. And then after they schedule their call, there will be a thank you confirming their call. It's very simple. Then when they've opted in, we can send them automated emails on the back end just in case they fall off of the funnel and don't actually fully commit, right? So in this context, there's basically two different types of funnels that we use. The first is the lead magnet funnel. That's where we're going to actually give the lead magnet away. So rather than giving the lead magnet away like in the short form funnel using a messenger automation, what we do is we use a landing page where they type in their email and then we email them the copy of the lead magnet. This is very scalable and it works really, really well for Facebook ads. Now, one of the things that I found is that email is becoming harder and harder to really stand out. Everybody has their email in being flooded with shit. And quite frankly, they're not really going to read your email unless you do a really good job of writing good subject lines. And it takes a lot of practice. And so one of the things that I found is that collecting their phone number during these lead magnet opt-ins does a couple of things. Number one is it gives you a guaranteed way to communicate with that person using a format that they enjoy using that is basically guaranteed that they're going to read it. Unless you're one of those sociopath girls with, 800 friends and 1,000 unread messages on her phone, and you're like most people like me, like you read every text message that comes into your phone. This is basically a guaranteed way that you're going to make sure that you're able to connect directly with that lead. The other thing that it does is it increases the likelihood that this lead is going to be higher intent, right? Giving away your phone number is more valuable than your email. And so if you're really looking for help and you're really the type of person who's invested in trying to get the support that you need to leverage this free resource, the lead magnet, then you're going to be willing to put your phone number in. If you're kind of willy-nilly and on the fence and you're not really that invested into getting help and you just kind of want to see what it is, you're probably going to be less likely to want to give your phone number. And so for the opt-in page, which is the landing page for the lead magnet, I put the phone number because I'm only looking for people who are serious about getting help. Okay. So again, the other type of funnel that we use is once they've opted in with the lead magnet, our goal is to push them to our sales funnel. Most of the time I'll use a VSL. VSLs work really well. There's other types of options you can do like case studies and webinars, which are kind of old school, but those can definitely work too, depending upon the audience and the offer. Okay. Most of the time with my Fit Pro clients, we'll use VSLs to start with. It does take a little bit of time refining the actual video and getting you to a place where it's worth people wanting to watch and getting new customers. But I do have a VSL guide that will actually teach you how to record this VSL so it's professional. The idea behind this sales funnel is we want to guide those warm leads who raised their hand and said they were interested in getting help through the process that encourages them to schedule a call for your offer. The next step is we want them to schedule a call. So the way that we do that is we have a landing page, again, where they're going to put their email and their phone number, a sales page, which is where that video is going to be, and then you'll probably have like some type of application or a schedule call, and then you'll have a confirmation page. I like to bundle the schedule, call, and application page together into one, where basically the application is part of the form to schedule the call. And then if for whatever reason they filled out the application and it wasn't a good fit, then I'll go and I'll cancel the call after the fact, right? But we want to minimize the number of steps and make this funnel as short and direct as possible to minimize the amount of fall off that happens during the process. So what I'm going to do real quick is I actually want to show you what this looks like. And what's really awesome about this course that I've done for you is I've made it so that it's about as simple as it could possibly be. So this is a platform that I use. It's called Go High Level. And Go High Level is what we call CRM, Customer Relationship Management System. And you can see here on the left side, we have automations, websites, membership sites, things like that. This is where you can manage all of your customers, your contacts, your calendars. And so think like all of the things that I need to interact with my customers can be found in Go High Level, okay? If I want to send email automations, I want to build my websites, I want to text back and forth with my customers, it's all here, okay? When you sign up for my Go High Level agency, which is like $97 a month, you'll get access to this. And what this will do is it's going to streamline the process for you so that you can basically have all of your business in one place and the system is pre-built for you. So all you have to do is plug and play. So if I go to sites here in the template that I have for you, you'll see that we have our lead magnet funnel pre-built. And all I have to do is open it up and edit that. And you'll see I've pre-built the page for you. We'll put our logo up here on the top, and you can see we've got actual content. So what's really cool about this is you see this section up here. This is directions that I can use to copy into ChatGPT. So literally, I've given you directions. All you have to do is take this and copy it, and then paste in your offer worksheet, the information from your offer worksheet, and press enter. And what it's going to do is it's going to say, okay, this is your business. This is what we're building the lead magnet for. Boom. Then down here, you give it the information about the lead magnet, paste this in, and what's going to happen is ChatGPT is just, all you have to do is just copy that, paste, and then replace. ChatGPT will write the entire landing page for you with all the copywriting the way it needs to be. So I've simplified this to the point where a monkey can do it. So again, all we have to do is go here and tell it what the lead magnet is. You can see insert the name of the lead magnet, include a short description, paste this into ChatGPT, and then once it's going to say, let me know when you're ready for the first page. Cool. And then the first page is the opt-in page. So we give it instructions for the opt-in page. And then the next prompt is let me know when you're ready for the first section of the page. And then all you do is tell ChatGPT, write a pre-headline. Boom. Paste it in. And it's going to give you the pre-headline. This is insane. Nobody is doing this, and I'm giving it to you for free. So by the time you're done, all you have to do is just delete these. Boom, boom. Now I've got my landing page for my funnel. Fill in the colors that I want. Give it pretty pictures, and we are good to go, right? The next page in the funnel will be the thank you page, and we do the same exact thing. So copy this into ChatGPT. Boom. And here we go. Now we have the exact delivery where they can go download that. And then obviously our step 2, which is going to be take the next step, which is your VSL. Okay. So we have the lead magnet page. And then I also have done the same exact thing for your VSL page. So you can see this one's a little bit longer. Again, most of this stuff is automated. All you have to do is paste it into ChatGPT. But we open up the opt-in page. And again, same exact thing. 4-step VSL funnel instructions. Boom, paste that into ChatGPT. It's going to tell you it's ready. You're going to need to get some testimonials and transformation photos, which is why we don't start right away with the VSL. You're going to have to get some customers and some transformations under your belt. But the idea here is this VSL is going to be ready to go. Once you're done building the opt-in page, we'll move to the next step, which is the VSL. Again, all you do is paste that stuff into ChatGPT. Boom. And now you have everything that you need. This whole thing is built for you. Customize your colors, insert the photos, fill out your FAQs. This is all, it's done for you. The idea behind building this is I wanted to make it as simple as I could possibly make it for somebody who's never done this before. Give you that resource for absolutely free. If you need help or you have questions, I'm always here to answer. Or part of my core offer is I will build this for you. So we will go through together, step by step, build out your offer worksheet, build out your customer avatar, understand exactly what your offer is, what you're selling, get a really deep idea of exactly how you're going to step into the marketplace. And then once we've established that, I will personally go with my team and build your process, your funnels, your website, your landing pages on your behalf. Set it all up for you, start to finish. But if you don't want to pay me to do it, no problem. Sign up for my Go High level, $97. Now you have access to everything and you can do it on your own. So that's how this works. Just to give you kind of an idea of what it looks like. So in my fitness business, my lead magnet is a quiz. And so basically what I do is I say, hey, if you're looking for help getting in shape, tap the link, take the quiz. We'll help you find a program that's best suited for your goals and your budget. So it's really simple. They come to my landing page. This is what it looks like. Here's my lead magnet page. I have this quiz built into it. Mine's a little bit more custom. But again, when they take the quiz, then what it'll do is it'll categorize my leads. So I have it set up so that it pre-qualifies with the quiz. So if they say they're looking for help from a coach, perfect. We push them over to the VSL. If they say they're looking for help to just do a program on their own without a coach, then I send them over to a low ticket offer to hopefully comp some of my advertising costs. Ultimately, what will happen is if they qualify as a coach, then they get sent to my VSL. This is what my VSL looks like. Again, headline, here's the video, transformations. You can see it's the same exact format that I showed you guys earlier. Once they're done reviewing this, they have the option to schedule a call. It's that simple. They schedule a call with me, and then we get on the phone and we do a sales call. So the idea for me is my funnel is I run ads to this page. Depending upon their answers on this quiz, I'm going to send them to an offer. Ideally, they pre-qualify themselves. They say, yes, I'm looking for a coach. Yes, I'm prepared to invest financially. And if that's the case, they get sent here with the opportunity to set up a call. They set up the call. I get onto a sales call with them, and we close at 70%. Yes, 70% of the people who schedule these calls with me end up closing on the other end. That's my process. It's that simple. Ads to a quiz, to a VS, to a sales call, to a client. If we do it organically, what I do is I send people a lead magnet. That lead magnet sends them the VSL or the quiz. So we add a step at the beginning. So, a good example is the other day we built a cookbook, right? And we're like, we need to make a lead magnet so that we can give away this cookbook. So I built this cookbook, and then I posted on my feed. I said, hey, I just got done writing a 27 recipe cookbook for meal prep for people who don't have time to prepare food, right? So simple recipes. Comment the word eats below if you want a free copy. Boom. They comment the word eats. My mini chat kicks in, gives them that free resource, and then it follows up. Hey, interested in getting some help. And then if they say yes, then we send them to the quiz. So what I'm doing is kind of a hybrid between the short form and the long form funnel for my organic content. And I'm using the long form funnel or the traditional VSL funnel for my ads. And I found that, like me personally, for my business and my audience, that works the best. The ads I can just run at scale and continue to get clients on autopilot. I don't really have to worry so much about posting content every day. It's easy. We just have consistent inbound leads, but I can still be active and present on social media and pull clients from there as well. And we do that using the short form strategy. So this is the idea behind your funnels. My advice to you is if you're brand new in the space and you're just getting started, you need to set up the short form funnel. Go to ManyChat. Below this course, I'm going to give you a link. You can click the link, and it's actually going to copy the automation so that you can put it into your own ManyChat. So just sign up for ManyChat, click my link, and then you'll have that automation. All you have to do from that point is go in there and set the trigger words, edit the text so it matches what you're giving away. And now you have a process that's put in place that you can easily use to nurture your leads and open those setting conversations. So the next part of this process is I'll do a short module showing you how to set up your ads. You don't have to do the ads. Like if you don't have the money or you're not prepared to invest revenue into running advertising, don't worry about that. Skip that. The most important thing that you learn is how to have these conversations. So doing the appointment setting and creating rapport with people, building trust, and eventually getting them to the point where they're prepared to do a sales call. So go to the setting conversations. So go to the setting conversations module. And then after that, we'll teach you how to do sales calls. And then from there, you'll be ready to start converting clients. Talk soon.